Hello and welcome to Derry Londonderry, the biggest small city in the world. Well, that's what we like to think. The UK City of Culture 2013.
It's June and already we're halfway through our year of culture and the summer programme of events are really beginning to kick in. Coming up on the show today,
the renowned Hofesh Shechter International Contemporary Dance Troupe take to the stage.
The City of Derry Jazz and Big Band Festival takes to the streets.
The city turns into a carnival of colour.
A royal visit by Britain's largest ballet company.
The challenges of a city marathon.
And music and song to please the heart.
But first, this city is fast becoming known as a record-breaking city. It all started with 10,000 Santas on the walls, then 2013 Annies at Ebrington Square, followed by hundreds of brides on the bridge, and now there's talk of thousands of Riverdance dancers taking to the streets. It's becoming a bit of an obsession here, but all native good causes.
Recently, women and men from across the northwest of Ireland donned their wedding dresses and took to the streets for two reasons. Firstly, to raise funds for the local Foyle Hospice, and secondly, to break the record for having the most brides ever in one place at the same time.
What an unusual and spectacular event. You really must see this.
To put on again, so to come to such an event is just great to get your dress on, make the most of it. And we've got a brilliant day for it.
I'm wearing my mommy's dress. It's 40 years old, and I'm wearing my first Holy Communion veil. Well, it's 25 years old.
Married, coming on 9 years now this year, so an excuse to get it out. Make sure it still fits. All for a good cause.
I resurrected it out of the attic and took the tail off it because I thought I might trip today at my age. My dear brother Gerard died last May, on the 30th of May, and so his widow Mary Olive Fullerton decided that she would run this day for the hospice and hopefully raise a lot of money. And so we're all here to support her, all the family members.
Oh, it's great, it's a great day, it's brilliant, the atmosphere is great. It's very good now, I'm glad we came, and it's great for Foyle Hospice.
Well, I got married 4 years ago and I have 2 wee boys now and it still fits me.
The dress I designed myself, yes, 23 years ago. It's been in the wardrobe on a bag. Foyle Hospice looked after our dad really well at the end of his life, and we really appreciate everything that they do.
One of the best things about the City of Culture is the chance to see shows that wouldn't normally come to Derry Londonderry. Political Muller was the biggest contemporary dance and music show ever staged in the city. It gave 22 local musicians a chance to work alongside the world-renowned Hofesh Shechter company. Over 3,000 people packed into the venue for 2 nights. Here's what they thought of the show.
Dancers, unbelievable. Music, unbelievable. Just everything about it, just you really, no words can describe how good it actually was.
I thought it was absolutely brilliant. I thought it was great, artistic, and it was brilliant.
I haven't seen anything like it before. It was really brilliant, new experience.
To me, it was how they incorporated so many different types of music together. Like, it was fantastic.
The percussion was really in your face. It was great. The fact that the orchestra members were suspended in midair and the lighting was fantastic.
For the City of Culture in Derry this year, that is a hard act to follow.
It was one of the ones that was the biggest risks, because there's never been a contemporary dance show like this in Derry. Couldn't have gone better. And the main thing for me was it was just brilliant to see so many young people there, and the mix of the audience, and it really sort of surprised me, and it was just exactly what we were aiming for.
Derry has a rich tradition in music. From this square mile alone in the city's Bogside area was born international singer-songwriter Phil Coulter, Eurovision Song Contest winner Dana, and the famous Irish tenor Joseph Locke. So you'll not be surprised to hear when it comes to music and music festivals, few cities in Ireland do it as good as Derry. Each year, musicians from all over the world gather here to perform in what has become known as one of Europe's best jazz and big band festivals. This year was no exception. RVT opens with the internationally famous New Orleans brass band Soul Rebels as they strut their stuff on their way across the city's Peace Bridge.
This is our 8th time. We always come back and we always go away with stories and photos and fantastic memories. It's great. I find the people are ready to party. Their party threshold is lower, if you like. It's getting bigger every year. So on the scheme of things that we do, there's more going on here probably than a lot of the festivals we go to in the UK.
Of all the boys I've known, and I've known some, before I first met you I was lonesome, but then you came in sight and my heart grew alive and this whole world seemed new to me. You're really swell, I have to admit, you deserve expressions that really fit you, and so I racked my brain hoping to explain all the things that you do to me. By mere visitation, please let me explain. By mere visitation means you're grand. By mere visitation, again I'll explain. It means you're the fairest in the land. I could say bella, bella, even say wunderbar. Each language only helps me tell you how grand you are. I've tried to explain by mere visitation, so kiss me and say you'll understand. By mere visitation, you've heard it all before, but let me try to explain. By mere visitation means that you're grand. By mere visitation, it's such an old refrain, and yet I'll say it again. It means I am begging for your hand. I could say bella, bella, even say wunderbar. Each language only helps me tell you how grand you are. I tried to explain by mere visitation, so kiss me and say you'll understand.
We're from Washington, D.C. We dance. We come for the music. We come
listen,
for
enjoy.
all of the great musicians that are here, and we just love to dance to all this music. We found out from some of our friends in the Jive Aces, Sue and Gary, that they come over here for a festival, and we decided to join them about 3 years ago. So we come over here and we follow the Jive Aces around, and we listen to their music. They're just fabulous.
Oh, the Jazz Festival just continues to go from strength to strength.
We have loads more to come in the show, but it's time to take a look back at what's been happening in the past month. Some of the latest state-of-the-art rally cars were in action at Lark in the Park. Hundreds watched world record attempts and some classic car displays in St Colum's Park.
Tilly's at the Millennium Forum was an affectionate epitaph to the women and men who sewed, sweated, laughed and cried in Derry Londonderry shirt factories through the decades.
Oak Grove College held their annual Multicultural Day on a much bigger scale at the venue with a vast selection of ethnic food and entertainment.
As part of BT Portrait of a City, the Picturing Derry exhibition in the City Factory brought together photography on the Troubles for the first time.
The city's thriving art scene got a new addition when the London Street Gallery opened its doors with a new exhibition emerged.
Primary school children from across the Derry Londonderry area took part in the Digital Book of Kells project, creating animations based on Columkill and the life of the monks who created the Book of Kells.
And the Earhart Festival treated the city to a week of entertainment, ending with a flight pass to celebrate the namesake Amelia Earhart, who landed in Derry in 1932, becoming the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic.
Now in its 6th year, the Carnival of Colours is an annual festival in St Colum's Park, bringing the best of international street theatre to the city. Our cameras were there this year to catch all the fun. Carnival of Colours, it gets bigger and bigger and is one of the greatest outdoor family events that happens here in the city every year. And talking of great events, one of the highlights of our City of Culture year was the recent visit of Britain's largest ballet company, the Royal Ballet. The London-based company owes its existence to Irish-born dancer, choreographer and entrepreneur Dame Ninette de Valois. And what made this performance especially enjoyable for the home audience was dancer Melissa Hamilton from Northern Ireland and the company's repertory conductor Derry-born Paul Murphy. Here's a little taster of how the Royal Ballet was received.
I think it's absolutely fantastic. It's such a privilege to have, sort of the Royal Ballet coming to Derry and to see some of the prima ballerinas up so close and personal. It's a real privilege for the city.
I think it's absolutely fabulous. I think it's amazing for all the young kids to be able to watch, to be inspired by the fabulous ballerinas, and I think the orchestra, particularly considering the conductors from Derry, is really good for the city itself.
For us to have one of the principal dancers from the Royal Ballet from Dromore performing here in Northern Ireland with an orchestra conducted by a guy from the city, it just shows that talent from this part of the world can make it to the very highest level.
We were approached by the City of Culture about bringing the Royal Ballet here, and we just thought it was a wonderful thing to be involved in and a good opportunity to bring Melissa back home and show her off to the Northern Irish public.
It's a huge privilege to bring what I do on a daily basis back home, to give people the opportunity to see something that they'll maybe never have the chance to see, to kind of get a little taste. And I hope the audience will enjoy it.
This is an opportunity for people at Derry Londonderry in their own home city to see world-class talent performing world-famous pieces like the White Swan and the Black Swan from Tchaikovsky's Swan Lake.
The dancing was just like it's nothing that's ever been seen here before.
Melissa Hamilton's amazing. Can't believe the position she gets herself into. It's amazing.
I thought it was fantastic. It was lovely to hear the music, great programme of music, and then the dancing was just icing on the cake.
Something different, something we don't get to see every day.
I'm absolutely loving it. It has made my hair stand on end and it's bringing tears to my eyes.
It's been almost 30 years since we had a full-blown marathon here in the city, so it was a big challenge for organisers and participants alike. 1,800 runners took part, the majority battling their way to the finish line. For many, time was important, but for most, just to complete the gruelling 26.2 miles was good enough. By all accounts, the marathon was hugely successful, so while most of the 1,800 or so sit with their feet up tending to the blisters, we take a look back at the highs and lows of the day.
team have done an incredible job. You know, the number of people running the marathon today, just a real sort of testimony to the spirit of commitment and passion in the city.
The buzz about the town is absolutely amazing. It's been an extraordinary success. And I think a big challenge now has to be for all of us, how do we keep this going?
It brings back memories of 84 and 85 when I won it 2 years in a row, and then to come back and do it again today, it's unbelievable.
What a great event. Time now to take another look at what's coming up in Derry Londonderry in the months ahead.
This year's Kiltronic is set to be the best ever. Now in its 13th year, Ireland's premier electronic music festival begins at the end of June with sets from Metro Area, Heinrich Schwartz and many more.
The history of Derry in 100 objects is an opportunity for people to select an object from the vast collection in the city's archive that tells a story. The objects will be on display in the venues across the city in July.
Fleadh na hÉireann comes north of the border for the first time ever in August. The largest festival of traditional Irish music will take over the city with tens of thousands expected to attend.
In November, Echo Echo Dance Festival will be a programme of international performance like the city has never seen before, including the stunning visual theatre duet Pandora 88 by German company Fabrik.
We're going to leave you now with a piece by Mairead Carlin, featuring the sons and daughters of the city. This is Scarlett Ribbons. Till next time, bye-bye.
Goodbye.
I peeked in to say goodnight, and then I heard my child